Ashley. So what do you have in your glass there?
I have our new Cristalina, which is our concrete fermented Chardonnay.
Okay, so how does it taste? Tell us about it.
It's amazing. I mean, I might be a little bit partial. So this Chardonnay, we just bottled it about a month ago. It's really unique. It comes from our Clone 4 block, so our new planting of Chardonnay on our property. We picked it a little bit earlier than we picked for our other Chardonnay. Pressed it whole cluster and then put it into a concrete egg. And there are a few reasons that people use concrete and a few reasons that they use the egg shape. So I'll talk about the egg shape first. The egg shape actually is very specific. So it's sort of cupped at the bottom and then goes to a point toward the top. And what happens is when the juice is in there during fermentation, CO2 is produced by the yeast. And there's this natural circulating effect that's created. So there's this sort of like movement of the wine in this wave shape, and it allows sort of all of the yeast to reach the top of the fermentation vessel. It allows this natural rotation of the wine, and it moves the wine in contact with the surface of the concrete. And what that does is not only does it allow for some exposure to the actual concrete and some exposure to a little bit of oxygen at the top, but you're picking up some of the flavor from the concrete. So when I say flavor, it sounds kind of weird, but if you've ever this is also
weird.
weird.
Be like licking concrete?
It would be, and concrete has sort of a flavor and a texture. And while there's not an actual compound being released into the wine, but what concrete does is it sort of heightens the natural minerality or the perception of minerality, so that white rock, river rock, wet slate character that the wine already has. And as you guys know, Dry Creek used to be a seasonal creek. The flow of it used to vary along the valley floor, so it wasn't in its nice little one spot all the time. And some of that variation occurred right on our property. So we're actually in a very old river or creek bed in some of our vines and in some of our plantings. And so we want to accentuate some of that flavor, some of the rocky character that we know is in the soil. And the concrete really allows us to bring that out.